Hey, and welcome to the Kerbal Space Program. This is the second episode of our Duna Space Center little series. Last episode, you saw us send over the DSS Infidel, the space station refueler. And today, it's going to be a bit of a mashup. We're going to send over 4 of the modules to get it rolling quicker, because obviously I don't want it to drag out and you'll pretty much just be seeing the same thing over and over. If not, it'll be like, me launching each module, you watching the launch of the same thing pretty much, and then me deploying them. So what you can see the first one go up, just so you know that I am launching them and getting them over manually, and then I'll cut up the other 3 and probably just bring you in when we're just about to touch down on the surface. So yeah, these are just some random screenshots, by the way, of some of my really old games that I used to, my old missions, like 3 months ago when I first got the game. So there's some crazy Duna bases that's on the Duna North Pole there, and yeah, and there's a couple of other landings, and this one coming up. Yeah, this thing it's a pretty awesome little mod, that Ed 209 legs. But yeah, that's literally, I only used it just to get a screenshot because I was going to use it for something, but I didn't do any full screen screenshots when I did them, so they've always got the information up on the screen. But yeah, I like that. That was my first big Duna base there, and that was pretty sweet. I used to like playing that. Had quite a lot of things over. But anyway, I don't want to waffle on about my screenshots. Yeah, that was Eve. That was the first time I went to Eve, and the last time before we went and killed Kerbals. And as you can see, I didn't land successfully then either. We broke. So yeah, that's about it for this. I'll speed up the launch with music, so enjoy the launch, and I'll see you when everything's down and deployed. Okay guys, so everything's down now. Just gonna get the first Kerbal out. You can tell this is sped up, and this is post commentary obviously. But yeah, the elevator kind of goes down faster than Duna's gravity pull on the Kerbal, so the elevator's a little bit useless, I guess. So he's gonna wait here because I'm gonna transfer a rover over from mission control because they've got 2 rovers. And now I'm just going to deploy the Kephane drills to see if we've actually landed on Kephane. Because if we hadn't, then this whole operation would be fail right now. But as you can see, we landed on it and the Kephane is going into the containers. It will go into all of them equally. So even that middle tank's getting fed right now. So yeah, all of them will fill up. If I left it drilling, you can speed it up by speeding up time. And I've sped up the video about double, I think. So it's going up faster than it is in real time. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go and get a rover, but there's 2 rovers there. Bill and Jeb have got one each. Jeb doesn't want to give his rover up, so Jeb's gonna go and take Bill's without Bill realising, because Bill's on the crapper. But Bill magically opens the door for him even though he's on the crapper. So yeah, Jeb's going to drive over, give them a rover, so they've got a rover over there just in case they need it. And I think Jeb's been drinking because he fell over there. And he's not the greatest driver because he actually, you'll see, he crashes into the doorway. But I think he was just a bit overexcited. But yeah, look, clonk. Naughty Jeb. And go. And he's out. So yeah, so now we'll just make our way over to the Kephane rig. This bit of footage is actually before we've deployed the other 2 parts of the base. But if I didn't show you this, then you wouldn't see this part and you'd wonder why there was a rover over there. So I thought I'd just add it in. So yeah, that's, I guess, I just want to talk about the graphics on this actually, because it's not optimized the best, because there's games with like 50,000 times better graphics than this, and my computer can run them fine, like maxed out. But then, this game is like a simple little sandbox game, but it's because the engine it uses, the Unity engine. But basically, anything within a 2.5 kilometer area, like in the game, the physics part, I don't know how to word it, but every single object or item you have, like part, so say there's 400 parts down there, because they're all in a 2.5 kilometer radius, every single part's physics is enabled at once, which is why you get lag, like if you build huge things. And I really wish that they could, I don't know, I guess it'd be too hard for them to transfer onto a whole different platform where everything was optimized. But it's a good game anyway, I'm not going to complain, I love the game. But yeah, they could have optimized it a bit better, that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I was just showing you can transfer wirelessly, like energy. And I do have on the, not on the Kephane rig, but on the fuel rig, I have a Merlin's transfer system mod. It's basically the same as that, you get a beam that goes across. But it's just so, because once I put the 4th module down, it does get a little laggy. I have optimized it though, a bit better, so it's less laggy. It's not jumpy, the frames, it's just, it slows the game time down, so when to walk 10 meters it would take like twice as long than it would. So yeah, basically I'll give you a quick rundown now of what we've got. I've cut down, so cut to the bit where we've got everything. So we've already seen the Kephane rig, obviously, and this is the fuel rig. You'll notice I put something on the edge of the elevators that was supposed to stop them falling off when they were going up. That's why there's a little ladder on it, so I could like grab onto the ladder when it went up. But look what happens when I go up. The stupid thing doesn't actually attach to that part. It's kind of like invisibly attached to the cylinder in the middle. So yeah, that was pretty useless, and I didn't know that happened until I actually sent it over. Otherwise I would have optimised it. But yeah, these are the Merlin transfer system I was talking about, the wireless system. That's for liquid fuel. Obviously, like, you just click it and you need this part on another vehicle. So if I had a rocket, say, with that on, I could click the choose target and select it, but obviously there's nothing here that I can transfer it to. So, but yeah, it's in two parts. You've got to do liquid fuel and the oxidizer separate. You can also do monopropellant and energy, and you can even transfer caffeine as well. But we have no use for the caffeine transfer here. You know, unless I had like the caffeine like rig on here incorporated as well, kind of thing. But yeah, basically just click on it and then choose target, and then if your other rocket or part has the same Merlin transfer module on, you can transfer between the two. So it's a pretty cool mod. You know, it's kind of a bit unrealistic, but yeah. And then obviously that's our docking port, so when we've got the caffeine in the truck, we'll come over, dock it with the converter on the end. It should convert. I don't know why, but I clicked undock here, and I'm not sure if it's going to bugger us up at all. But yeah, I clicked the undock, and I might have disabled the docking port. I'm not sure what I've done there. I really hope it doesn't bugger us up. It shouldn't do, because I have no quick save or backup of that. Although I guess I could edit the... Oh yeah, this is our... sorry, because I'm doing post commentary, it's hard to keep up, right? Yeah, this is our habitation part, and for some reason we've got an empty room at the bottom. But yeah, this will hold 8 Kerbals altogether without that room. But yeah, there should have been another lander can in the bottom there, so there would be 10 altogether. But there's only 8. But luckily there's only 6 Kerbals that have got to go in there, and this is mission control, which I'm not sure. I did go over it in a couple of videos ago, but I'll just do a refresher now anyway. So yeah, it's just got 2 in there, and we've got the garages on the end. Obviously Bill's rover has gone over to the other guys, but Jeb's rover's still in there, and we've got the elevator obviously. But yeah, the 6 Kerbals that are coming down are the ones that are in the Infidel space station, which is floating around the top there. So I'll cut to that in a sec. I can't remember why I've gone back to this, I'm not sure. So we'll just watch me fiddling around. I'm really not sure why I've gone back to it. I have no idea. I think I'm just giving myself time to talk, I guess, which you're probably sick of. But yeah, the operation's going pretty well, I think. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is how close we are. That's the fuel rig closest, obviously. So I've done pretty well there, because the truck doesn't have to travel that far, about 200-300 meters maybe, I'm not sure. I can't see the distance from here because the video preview is really small. So yeah, we'll cut to the space station now, just to have a little look at it floating around. But yeah, the 6 Kerbals in the habitation module are the Kerbals that will be going down to fill up the habitation module on the surface. That's a bit funny. The habitation module going into the habitation module. But yeah, the habitation module on the... yeah, these guys. All these guys are going down. And on the top of the... on the space station at the top we've got the mini port. I think I'll send a ship to that. Either the refueling ship or our interplanetary ship. I'm not sure, because I have a little idea. We're going to have 2... I got a... oops, sorry, I just knocked the mic. It's probably going to go boom or something. But yeah, we're going to have 2 rockets going over for this operation. One of them will be a kind of shuttle service from the surface to the station, which will also refuel the station. And one of them will be waiting up there for Kerbals to get into and then go to other planets from. you know, so we can have a nice fully fueled up rocket ready to go to anywhere we want to go. So that's kind of my little operation. Plus, launching from this space station, there won't be any lag, or it'll be minimal at least. You know, it'll be nice and smooth because there's a lot less parts up here than there is down there. And there's one more thing. I need to send a truck over, 2 rockets, and I'm going to send over, I might send over a little minibus which will hold around, I don't know, I think 9, maybe 12 Kerbals at a time, and it'll still be nice and compact, like it won't be too big. So that's the plan, guys. I'm just going to have a little look at the planet from in here. Just wasting more time, I think, giving myself time to talk. So yeah, I think that's pretty clear, isn't it? So I've still got to send over the caffeine truck, 2 rockets at least, like 1 sort of fuel shuttle and 1 for us to go explore the rest of the solar system, or Bola system as people call it for some reason, not sure why. So that's it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.